All right, if you're a member of Georgia's Peace Officers Annuity and Benefit Fund, POAB, you are getting close to one of the biggest financial decisions you'll ever make. Seriously, choosing your payout option is a huge moment, and we're going to walk through it so you can feel confident you're making the absolute best choice for your future.
So that brings us to the big question. Which path is the right one for you and your family? And let's be clear, this isn't just about your retirement income. It's about making sure your spouse is financially secure for their entire life. And here's the kicker. This decision is permanent. You make it once. So getting it right from the get-go is absolutely crucial.
Okay, let's dive into our first option. We'll call it path number 1, and it's all about one thing: maximizing your income. This is the single life annuity, and it's designed to put the biggest possible check in your pocket every single month.
So how does it work? Well, it's pretty straightforward. You get the highest possible payout, and you get it for life. The trade-off, and it's a big one you need to know about, those payments stop when you pass away. Now, a really smart strategy folks use here is to pair this option with a good life insurance policy. That way, you're creating a totally separate safety net for your spouse.
So, you might be asking, is this for me? Well, it's a fantastic fit if you're single, or if you're a couple who really wants that max income and you can get an affordable life insurance policy. But, and listen closely here, if your spouse is going to be completely dependent on your pension income, you'll really want to think twice about this path.
All right, let's break it down. Pros and cons. The biggest pro is obvious, right? More money in your bank account each month. Plus, it gives you some cool flexibility, like leaving a tax-free lump sum to your kids or other beneficiaries. The con, of course, is that there's no built-in income for your spouse from the pension. That means the responsibility is on you to get that life insurance sorted out.
Okay, let's switch gears and look at a completely different approach. Path number 2 isn't about the biggest check. It's all about maximizing security. We call this the total peace of mind option. Here's how this one delivers that rock-solid security. You agree to take a lower monthly payment right now, but in exchange, your spouse is guaranteed to get that exact same payment, 100% of it, for the rest of their life, no matter what happens to you. It's a completely seamless transfer of income.
So who is this for? Honestly, this is the ultimate choice if your number one top priority is your spouse's financial stability. If they rely entirely on this income, this option is just unmatched for security. On the other hand, if you need to maximize your cash flow right now in retirement, this path might feel a bit tight.
The trade-off here is crystal clear. The pro is as good as it gets. Absolute, guaranteed, lifelong income for your spouse. No what-ifs, no phone calls to an insurance company, nothing. It's just there. The con is that to get that ironclad guarantee, you will be taking the lowest monthly benefit of all 3 options.
So you've got max income on one side and max security on the other. But what if you're looking for something kind of in the middle? Well, that's exactly where path 3 comes in. This is all about finding a balance. Think of this one as a compromise, sort of a best of both worlds situation. Your monthly payment is reduced, sure, but not nearly as much as that last option. In return, your spouse is set to receive 50% of that payment for the rest of their life after you're gone. It's a nice safety net, but with more income for you both to enjoy now.
Now, this path really shines in a specific scenario. It's perfect for couples where the surviving spouse already has some of their own retirement income. Maybe their own pension, a 401k, or Social Security. They might not need 100% income replacement. So this balanced approach becomes a really smart, strategic choice. So when we look at the pros and cons, the biggest pro is that great balance you get between a solid monthly income now and a meaningful benefit for your spouse later. But it really all boils down to one crucial question you have to ask yourselves. Is 50% of my pension going to be enough for my spouse to live comfortably?
Okay, so we've walked through all 3 paths. Maximize income, maximize security, and find a balance. Now for the fun part. Let's put them all side by side so you can really zero in on what feels right for you. Looking at this table really makes it simple, doesn't it? If your number one priority is getting the highest possible payout each month, path 1 is your move. If absolute, worry-free protection for your spouse is what matters most, you're looking right at path 2. And if you're trying to find that sweet spot in the middle, path 3 is your target. At the end of the day, it just comes down to what you and your family value most.
At Georgia State Retirement Planners, we really mean this. For us, it's not just about a transaction. Building a real, lasting relationship with you is our top priority. We're committed to being there to support you, whatever comes your way, because this is all about securing your future. Look, this decision is way too important to make on your own. You can check us out online at georgiasaferretirementplanners.com or just give us a call to schedule a free consultation. The number is 470-888-7233. Our office is right on Canton Street in downtown Roswell. We're here and we're ready to help you plan.